got to get back to the show and we'll fly. Yeah. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone, not tonight. For somebody to make memories in the bank forever in time. There's no reason to be hard to find, 'cause we've already lost our mind. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. That we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We
shots into Tokyo, and Tokyo needs to. I don't think he knows the dangerous situation he is in, but he is able to spoil up to sense it. Oh my god! The Kobe Biao got ammo wrecked! Uh-oh, I think he is indeed in trouble. Can't pull back, because if he pulls back, the ice ball will be ready to... Good evening everyone. Second previous skill tournament day 2 on the E server will begin very soon. For those of you who have zero idea what we're doing tonight, you should be ashamed of yourself as always, because you don't follow my streams, which you should. You should be ashamed. But here we are, the first day once again. 4-team double elimination, played the best of 3 series, and it will be in groups. So it will be in groups of either 3 or 4, depending on the number of participants, because the number of participants might not be this visible by 4. So that means sometimes you might see groups with only 3 teams, and that is normal. That is not a bug. It is the max, which is a problem. And the second day, which is going to be today, once again 4-team double elimination played in the best of 3 series, and the final day, which is tomorrow, 8-team single elimination with match for 3rd place. The quarterfinals and the semi-finals will be in the best of 5 series, and the finals and match for 3rd place will be in the best of 7 series. Seeding is based on the strongest to weakest principle via weighted win rate, and the top 2 of each group from the first day would advance to the second day, and the top 2 of each group from the second day would advance to the third day. And the leaderboard is ranked in descending order of the number of cups, and here are the number of cups that each clan could earn. Just pause the stream if you want to have a more detailed look on the number of cups, and if you want to copy it down, do so. It's not decided by me anyway. This is the timeline. On the top right hand corner will be the match dates for the previous skill tournaments, and the bottom left hand corner will be the overview, the season overview. So after this previous skill tournaments, the professionals tournament, challengers tournament, and also the lower echelon championship will begin starting from the 30th of the September, and for the professionals tournament it will run, I believe, until the 10th of October. It's just too small. The size is just too small on my screen, but I believe that's the case. Or 12. I don't know. Double check, but I can check it now. While we wait, it's because it's going to be a double round robin, so this stage with the professionals tournament is going to be a bit longer. It's actually to the 10th of October, and then we have the Blitz Cup held on Thursday and Friday instead of the weekends. That being said, the first day of the Blitz Cup is usually not an official stream, so you will only be seeing the webcams of the players on the last day of the Blitz Cup. So it's going to be on Friday. Friday night's going to be exciting, and prize pool for each region is $50,000 US, and even the 4th place will earn more money than the 1st place in the previous 3 seasons, which is a lot. And that's actually continue a little bit. My top 8 guests for tonight, for this season will be APA, BPS, A1N, 1N Game, Loka, Immortals, Raid, and Jones, and this could change after the second previous skill tournaments. We'll have to wait for the third day to end for the second previous skill tournaments, and we will see any changes to this. I believe I might swap in 1 or 2. I think just only 1. I'm pretty sure 7 of them here are top 8. I think just 1 of them might be a little bit like the chances in the top 8 will be a little bit will be a little bit lower than the team that I might put in to replace, but we'll find out the performance of these clans tonight and tomorrow, and I think we will have a better idea what the top 8 is. But I think EU server is relatively predictable. Asia, not quite. Asia is a huge mess, and I think there is still room for other clans to catch up. But EU server, I think, is pretty much decided. Only one clan, in my opinion, would contend for the top 8, and that's the same for last year's autumn season. And then this is going to be the grouping, group 8. We begin with these clans, but let's look at group 9 first. It's going to be IO's Immortals first team, A1M1 and Quake. This is going to be a tough group, I would say, but I think the odds will be on Immortals first team and A1M1, and Quake will have to do really well in order to upset these clans. And I think it's a bit of a mismatch, considering like Immortals and A1M1 are pretty much my top 8 guess, and there are like 9 groups, so 18 teams for tomorrow, so I think a bit of a mismatch here. But anyway, let's go to group 1. We have TRNMT, BPS, TTT, and Chai Raiders. This is going to be a tough group. In particular, Chai Raiders, if they want to get into the top 16, they have to beat TTT. But TTT will be a tough opponent for Chai Raiders, but we'll find out soon who will win in the end. And group 2, we have Loka, Zenith's first team, Vale, but with number 2, and Hate. I always think that Zenith a great chance for them to qualify for tomorrow. I believe they didn't last time round, so huge opportunity for them to get into the top 16 tonight, and this is a good draw for them. And then group 3, we have an ASP, Vale's first team, Red T second team, and Cash. And I believe this is going to be an obvious one for Vale's first team, unless they just did horrendously bad tonight. I don't think that will happen though, but ASP and also Cash will be a close one in my opinion. Group 4, we will have Raid, Vale second team, Tessios, and Zenith second team. I believe this is going to be a bit of a tough one as well. Fujit will be playing in Group 4 tonight, and Vale second team, hopefully they could qualify, but against the odds of Tessios, I don't think they would be able to beat Raid, because Raid has trained a lot to the run-up of this season, and Vale's second team definitely will be looking to get into tomorrow. And for Group 5, we have Demo, Rackham, Endgame, and Next Generation. This is a huge mashup. I would have to say, I don't know which clans will go through. I believe Endgame and Rackham will be my choice, but looking at Group 6, another tough group. I think a group of death. I think Group 5 and Group 6 are the most difficult groups. But Immortal second team, Red 3, kind of didn't go into anyone's radar for even the top 16, but they're doing well. But and then AA, EPA, and HSOP, my picks for tomorrow, but anything could happen. HSOP is like a bit fluctuating, but they should come through tonight, hopefully. And Group 7, we have Dis, Jones, Dragons, and Sparta. Another tough group for me. Sparta would definitely want to qualify for tomorrow, and beating against Dragons and even Dis will be very important. And this would not be an easy opponent, obviously, because they've beaten Vale's first team once, and don't write them off just yet. In Group 8, we have Astra, Red T's first team, Phoenix's first team, and TA team. I think it will be quite obvious that Red T's first team and Phoenix's first team will be through, but you never know. Astra and also TAT could definitely do an upset here. And finally, we have Group 9. And actually, let's look at the results for yesterday. Let's begin with okay, we got it. Let's begin with Group 1. We know that yesterday we have BPS and Tessios through. Tess, they have to battle out themselves. I can't be bothered to write which one is the first team, which one's the second team, because I have no clue about this clan. I'm sorry about this, but BPS and Tessios pretty much dominated this group, so let's go to Group 2. We have Jones and also Red T second team pretty much dominating this group as well, and JP BPS sent 9 teams and pretty much occupied 9 of 70 teams participated, so if they didn't participate, actually we will have 2 fewer groups for yesterday and 1 fewer group for today. and that means if that happens tomorrow, we would only have 16. But thanks to them, we will have 18 teams tomorrow. But we will see. So nothing surprising there to say. Group 3, we have Phoenix second team, despite beating Zenith's second team, only to be ousted by Zenith's second team. So it was interesting, but Zenith's second team came through in the end. Group 4, we will have ASP. I believe the room should be up at any moment. I think so. So let's see, we have enough time. Oh, we are going for group 2. Okay, let me pick a media tank to ready here. And then we continue with briefing. Zenith's first team, the ASP, pretty much dominated this group, except Zenith's first team barely beating TRT and K2-1 and losing to ASP second time round. So they will have difficulty for tonight. So I would say they have to be careful. I think they have a good draw tonight, but see, you never know. Things can happen. Group 5 for me, it's just Angryman Quick dominating here. I don't think there are any surprising results. Over to Group 6, we have Raid and also Vale, but with the number 2 here, both of them dominating this group pretty much. Group 7, we have Vale's second team dominating this group as well, and Isles also dominating this group too, so nothing surprising for me. And TTT finally got their revenge against Immortal second team, previously beaten by them 3-0 on the third day of the first previous skill tournaments, but this time, yesterday, they beat Immortal second team 2 times, altogether 4-1. So it is quite brutal, even more brutal than Olivia Rodrigo. And they pretty much dominated this group as well. So let's look at Group 9. We have Loka and Demo pretty much dominating this group, and Demo went close to Loka. So Demo, also another huge contender to qualify for tomorrow. They can do it, I would say. And then we have Group 10. We have Phoenix's first team and this. Phoenix's first team could do a lot of amazing stuff. They pretty much dominated this group as well, and this as well. JPBS has 2 teams here, and it is actually 1-0 in the lower bracket first round. It is exactly 1-0. Not sure what happened there, but at least one team qualified there. And then finally we have Group 11. Not finally, because we have 19 groups yesterday. So let's see if we can go through them all. Pretty much you can see here A1N1 and A1N1 and TRNMT pretty much dominating RTK. Not the RTK we know couldn't quite beat TRNMT to qualify for tonight. And then we have Group 12 being Sparta and Cash being quite closely matched, both games going to a tiebreaker, but these 2 teams pretty much dominated this group too. So Group 13 we have Immortal's first team and Hate also dominating this group. And Group 14, Chai Raiders and TAT. Chai Raiders in the second time barely beating TAT 2-1, so we don't know if what's their chance tonight, so they have to be careful with Group 15. This is actually a close one, because Next Generation lost the WA first time, beat WA the second time round. Unlucky WA, maybe they will have better luck in the next Proof of Skill tournament, but they are through. But Dragons pretty much dominated this group here. And then yes, Asia was really close. Rolling Swan got a good group. I mean, mine as well for HLV versus it was also really exciting match, especially the Vineyards games. I really like them. And then we have Group 16, Astra and also Rackham dominating this group, with Rackham actually dominating in the end, but barely beating Astra, so they also have to be careful with the group they are in. But Group 17, APA, scared me a little bit. In the upper bracket final, they lost to Rep 3, but they recuperated and beat them 2-0 in the grand final. Group 18, we only have 18, not 19 teams. Sorry about that, I was wrong. HSOP and Vale dominating this one, and Vale's first team dominating this group. So we got all the groups now. So yes, let's get into the room. Here we're seeing Hairless. Hairless here. Loka just going for Sep 2 for IS7. 7 IS7s. Not sure why they're just. I'm not sure if they're just underestimating Vale with the number 2 here, but it is what they're going to be taking. Vale with the number 2 going for Eagle, so Mentalium IS7 alongside mine. Average in the Kranwagen, triple M60 by Yeti, Coven, and Intern. And finally, we have another tank that we have yet to announce. It will be international in the M60 alongside Tai, Coven, and Yeti. Mind kill in the IS7. Vickers Light will be played by Maisuke, I believe. So, not sure what to expect from this, but we will find out. We'll find out soon. Let me just update the scoreline there because I don't think that's right. So let me just correct that. You should be seeing the correct scoreline very soon, and we will head up soon. We'll head up high very soon. Yes, that should come out nicely now. A will be captured by Loka by those IS7s, but let's see what Loka has to offer with 7 IS7s. A tank that I don't really like because of the inaccurate gun, but it has gotten a bit more love since the heavy nerf. Now that IS7 has more similar hit points than the other heavy tanks. Loka got 8 though, so the pressure is on Vale's Vale with the number 2. And we are also seeing all IS7 taking some hits. Vale with the number 2 are working their crossfire. The hit points are still in huge favor of Loka, so we are not seeing any moves by Loka just yet. They got both A and C, so they just have to sit back, dig deep, and they should have it. B will be captured by Vale for number 2 though, and Vale with number 2 needs to figure out where to push and how to get better camping potentially. But it will be hard. It will be quite hard though. IS7 sitting deep near C, so Vale with the number 2 can't really push onto C here. And I think if I were Vale with the number 2, I might go for Yasu Tastic and with Tastic. With 3 tanks, they have average market fan and also those IS7s there. Absolutely, they can dominate the 3 versus 2. But for the other side, they have to be really careful. Maisuke will be very important. Loka now making a push onto the southwest eastern corner. They have to defend nicely. And for the A side, they have to make a push now. Average market fan, instead of helping those IS7, actually coming back to save. There with the number 2 players. Not sure if that's the right move because average market fan will have to go for a long distance. Hit points are still in favor of Loka. And there with the number 2 has to be really careful about this. They don't have the advantage with the caps. They don't have the advantage with the hit points. And it seems more likely that their focus fire is a bit off as well. And I mean, double IS7 2 versus 2 situation against Loka. You don't want to be in that situation because Loka are really good players. Unique Task is now down to a 1-shot now. Maisuke trying to dive down, looking to land that shell, but took 71 hit points in return. Unique Task is now dead. They killed 2 tanks. But Loka still has 2 caps, so that's going to be really important. Meanwhile, IS7's there. It's going to be interesting, but they lost Mind kill as well. That means Loka would get the first game, and this is a dominant victory by Loka, I would say. Vale with number 2, I would have preferred if that IS7 went, if that Kranwagen average market fan went in to help those IS7s, because you really don't want to be doing a 2 versus 2 against a really top clan. I mean, they would definitely have better pen ratio, I probably would say. And I'm not saying Vale with the number 2, the people there are bad, but I would rather have played safe in this situation. I mean, you would rather be in the 4 versus 5 situation rather than being in 2 versus 2 situation, and you might not even win that in the end. And 5 versus 5, you're probably going to hold. So I mean, especially when Loka has the cap lead, I would have gone for that instead, and pray that you could hold with 4 versus 5. I mean, it's possible. It's better than 2 versus 3. Let's put it this way. because you have more tanks, potentially Loka would spread themselves up. We never know, but I would have done that if I were Vale with the number 2. And so it's going to be 1-0 to Loka here. Okay, let me just update the scorecard as well. So so that means you will see the Vale's logo up. And alright, we're going into the second batch. 10 seconds to go. Loka committing once again with 7 I7s. It worked for them last time. Vale with the number 2. Hopefully they will be able to read the battle better. This is what I hope in the next one. They are going with the same setup, I would say. I don't think the setup was the main problem last time. I think it's pretty much map reading, which cost them the game, in my opinion. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, let's head up high now. Loka with the red team. The scoreboard should have been updated now. I realize it's not updated and it should be updated now. So Vale, the clan logo is now up there, but Vale with the number 2. Eagles running my life, looking to get A, but B said with Tarsic's going to be going for B now, and A will be captured in no time. But it will be Loka once again with the cap lead, and they might even get C by Fantastic, also known as someone from North, or I forgot, it's L Murray. 7 IS7 moment, yes. Loka is working great with those IS7s, so can't blame them going for that. But you're saying Unitastic dropping some hit points, Fantastic also dropping some hit points, Mangakill dropping hit points as well. So Loka this time started better. Vale didn't start as well as the last match, and if they continue, like if they keep on dropping hit points, especially if Mindgal is now getting isolated, no idea why international and average market fan is allowing Mangakill to be isolated like that. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Loka's game, and they're now closing in. Mangakill definitely is feeling the pressure, and if Vale with number 2 isn't doing anything, they would lose a tag, and they did. And this is not a situation that they will be happy about, and they are definitely struggling now. That they keep on isolating tanks. That is the problem here. The Crown Vagans would be the targets that will be isolated by Loka, although they have tanks from behind. But those are heavy tanks. They are not good tanks to sniper behind, and they also lost A as well. Loka really pincering the forces of Vale with the number 2 team, and Loka, I think, would keep on pressing and pressing. They don't have to be quick. They don't have to rush, because they have 3 caps. They have the hit points. They have the guns. They're looking to just finish, kill the guns out of the way. They're looking to kill off a Yeti potentially. Yes, it is the case, and that will give them the win here. 2-0. It is going to be Loka, but this match, Vale with the number 2 looks pretty clueless. I'm sorry to say, yeah, but you should never ever isolate and then Mangakill like that, especially alone, and his back is just not being taken care of. This is a free tank for Loka, I have to say, and by the time they lost Mangakill, they already lost more than 2,000 hit points of. I mean, they were under more than 2,000 hit points of deficit, and also their defensive lineup is not looking good at all. You have layers of tanks in different positions. Usually, I mean, you're seeing 3 layers. This is not good. I mean, at most, go for 2, and preferably 1 layer is the best, because horizontal straight line, you can support your teammates whenever you could, and you probably could just kind of shield your teammates more easily when the other team makes a push. I think there is a lot to learn here, and hopefully they could do better in the lower bracket first round. But Loka pretty much coasting through here, not in any deep trouble, except the first match. The first match was closer, a lot closer. Vale, the number 2, almost had it. Had they actually went for 3 versus 2 on A, I would say it could have been really close, but this one, not very close at all. I'm sorry to say. Hopefully they could improve in the next one and do a lot better. And our games have finished really quickly, so let's see if we have any results coming through, because it might be a little bit too early in the grand scheme of things. Okay, going for Group 1, TRNMT versus BPS, and BPS has beaten TRNMT. OTTT also won against Chai Raiders 2-0, so Chai Raiders will be facing TRNMT next. Chai Raiders, despite training quite a lot, I would say, until the autumn season, it doesn't seem that they are converting those trainings into results, and it's not boding well for them, and they will have trouble in top 16 as well. And then we have Zenith's first team against Hate. Do we have a result? They're still playing. Group 3. Group 3 we have ASP versus Catch and Rat T second team versus Vale's first team. And ASP lost to Cash 0-2. But Vale's first team also lost to Red Team's second team. Second team it is. 0-2. And I mean that second team is pretty much, it's a bit like Fuha or PB. So Vale, oh well, what happened to them tonight? So not a good result here, and we're going to be seeing a local track derby and Group 3 upper bracket final. Not sure what happened to Vale tonight. That's look good to me. And then Group 4 we have Zenith's second team against Raid. And it's going to be Raid 2-0, and Tessios beating Vale's second team 2-0. Vale not really starting well tonight. Oh my lord. They have to pick up the performance. I'm not sure what's going on to Vale. They need to start performing, otherwise it could be bad. Now we have Group 5. Let's look at Group 5 right now. Group 5 we have Demo versus Rackham, and Endgame versus Next Generation. Demo lost. No, they're still playing against Rackham. Endgame versus Next Generation, 2-0 for them. So they are through. They will find out which team they are going to be facing next. Next we have Group 6, going for Immortal second team against Rap 3, and it's going to be 2-0 for Rap 3. They are facing APA next, which is interesting. HSOP lost to APA 0-2. Not the result. I thought it would be closer, but in the end, APA got it was the better team. Group 7 we have This versus Jones, and This has lost to Jones 0-2, and Dragons have beaten Sparta. Oh no! They lost to Sparta 0-2. Okay, so Jones is going to play against Sparta. Yes, it is going to be the case. And then finally, not finally, Group 8. Astra versus Red T's first team. Oh. They're still playing against Red T's first team. Not sure what happened there. It's not showing correctly. They're still playing against Astra, still playing against Red T's first team. Phoenix is still playing against TAT. So I have no idea what's going on. It's not showing correctly. But Immortals versus IOS, they've won 2-0. And then we have A1N1 versus Quake, which is their first team. A1N1 has beaten Quake 2-0. So we have some results through already. We can also update the leaderboard to see the changes. Okay, so let's look at the changes now. We know BPS. Okay, we'll wait until all the results have come through. So we will be waiting for the results of Group 8, Group 5, and also Group 2, and yeah, Group 2, Group 5, and Group 8. Let's go back up. So see, Group 2 Zenith out against 8H. They're still playing. Group 5 Rackham against Demo. Rackham won against Demo 2-0. So they are going to be playing against Endgame next. And then we have Group 8. No results just yet. Astra, they're still playing against Reti. There might be a glitch though. Or is it not? No, there is no glitch. Phoenix have beaten TAT 2-1. And Astra still playing against Reti's first team. So just waiting on Astra versus Rete. Okay. Oh, so only just one result to go, and also Zenith's result. Because we have a lot that we can do here. I mean, let's play some heavy TDs. I need damage, and what's better than to embarrass myself in a Death Star? So let's go. Sorry, when you say go away, it reminds me of Shum and Salave. So please don't blame me for being an Eurovision. All right. Oh wow! How did that happen? How did the algorithm got me there? Was I too tall? I'm probably too tall for that. Well, well, we did start well, so let's pick another one. For my well, I'm going for E3 then. Let's see how it's going to go.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, next. I got you. I got you. No, it's going to be hard anyway. I was not expect. I didn't. I won't expect that to penetrate. Anyway, oh, that's like a shot. Maybe I could. I don't think I could get my. The slope. So. I know that was not good. Oh wow! Actually, I might be in deep trouble. Oh god. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Their star came in to help. But what is that ARWV doing here? Oh dear. At least I killed 2. Oh wow. Let's see if we have more results coming through. Group 2. Hate has beaten Zenith's Zenith's first team 2-1. I think it was a bit of it was an upset for me. I mean, Zenith's first team definitely predicted to do well. Not tonight so far. And they are condemned to face Vale with the number 2 next. And such a good opportunity for Zenith to qualify to tomorrow. And losing to Hate would not be a nice one here. And then we have Group 8. Group 8, we have Astra versus Retty. How did it go? And it's going to be Astra beating Retty's first team 2-1. This is an even bigger upset. What is going on with Retty's first team? I mean, I thought they were like top 8 contenders, but it seems they aren't even able to beat Astra, so something has gone really wrong there. Because you have the likes of Eki, Diadi, Vicky, and Forever Green, which was in that team. I'm not sure about Fortis, in the team of Retty that got top 8 in spring season, so theoretically they should do really well. But losing to Astra definitely would not be the result that they will be proud of, and especially Retty. They shockingly did not qualify. They shockingly did not qualify to the third day in the first previous skill tournaments. If they don't in this one, I think they would even be out of top 16 as well, and that would be a big fall from grace, I have to say. Not something that Retty would be happy to talk about. I think we have 8 minutes left, so let's actually play another one, and let's see if we can avenge our loss. Because certainly, not sure what happened in the last one, the MP405. Not doing a lot of things. But let's go. Almost got shot, that's not good. I think I need to move. Yeah, because I'm not getting any shots. Those heavy tanks aren't going to prove battles, they're not stupid, so... Oh, I will need to relocate myself in a TD, which is not nice. Support that bad chats. I think we should take out that gorilla. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Ah, turn. Oh! I got it. And then... That chat's running away. Oh, Death Star missed. Yes. Let's get that Death Star then. We need that out of this. Although I could be a one-shot, so I just need a bit of help. That will be good. I heard that Death Star shot. Oh, come on. Yes! I don't know, I think we have to hurry up. We don't have to lead. Anyway, oh, we have to cap lead. Okay, so that someone can stay. I can stay, yes. 2 caps. Is anyone on the enemy team going to cap A though? They're so close, but that medium tank's not doing anything. I can just stay here and not do anything because I got caps. It's time to do make a B. They would cap A, but that wouldn't help. They need C as well. We're 800. Come on, get me. Yeah. I should be able to kill the WZ and M60, couldn't they? Alright, good. 2 tanks out. Best star. You're a bit impatient, I know. You want piece of me. I just need to angle up my tank. That HE worked, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to get you now. And goodbye. 1000. And the room should be up, I think. Good. We got it. And let's go. I watch Loka versus Hate. I don't have the clan logo of Hate, so if anyone from Hate has clan logo, oh, Lieutenant's playing Hate. Okay, then give me one. And we are on Camp Steer. I don't think my other group. I don't think my group is very competitive. I'm not going to. I'm not writing down on Hate and Zenith and Vale with the number 2 though, but Loka simply is doing really well so far. Although the lower bracket final could be a watch, could be worth a watch, I would say. We'll see if Zenith's first team is going to qualify to that against Vale with number 2. I do believe they can do it because Zenith has trained and they have experience. Vale with number 2, they need to improve a lot. And I hope they can do it within such a short period of time, but can they? It's my big question. We are now seeing Hate going with quadruple M60Os by the Ordinary, CY, Krisek, and Luki, or Krishak, I don't know. Atheris, in the biggest line, so we'll call you Atheris for now. Rudavi. I don't think that's the Rudy we know in Immortals, or is it not? In IS7. IS4 still. I hate IS7 with a big passion. Apart from that HE gun, HE shell. HE shell is good. I like that HE shell, and you can penetrate, you can do a lot more damage. Otherwise, the gun is horrible. But Loka going with... Oh well, I don't think they're going to play really seriously tonight because because they think they're in an easy group. We'll find out soon. But we are seeing double Vickers Light by Onya and Fantastic, triple IS7 by Unitastic, Fantastic, and Wolftastic, Yasia Tastic and VK72.01k, and finally Rash Tastic may be taking a Death Star, or maybe not. Okay, and that's changed the overlay. Loka versus Hate. Okay, Loka now going for quintuple YS7s and double Vickers Light. Let's see if this combination works, but Loka... Oh, Yasuo going back to VK. And Hate. What will Lieutenant offer? Because it's not really the... he's kind of hated in the community. For some reason. We'll find out here. This is going to be interesting. I think Loka should have this, but you can't say it too early though, because it also Hate has a slight hit point pool advantage, but it all boils down to the caps also as well. But Campsty is known for being campy, so don't be surprised if I start talking about Camp Steer, where to visit, what to do in Camp Steer, being a little bit of wiki troll for a moment, but we're now seeing Loka on the red team north spawn going for A, and Hate blue team on the south spawn also going for A, but on your Tastic, I don't feel like a cap is going to be taken soon, so I don't think it's going to be very Camp Steer-ish, but you never know. Whether Hate is able to reset C, and Loka does not want to does not want to overestimate Hate here. Overestimate themselves, I mean, but great shot from Nonyo to Rudy. Rudy's going for B. Will Rudy get reset? Oh yeah, he will get reset. I mean, looking at him now. I'm not sure why he's trying to capture it sideways. This is really weird. I've never seen anyone doing something like that. Most of the time, they will side strip towards the beauty, and IS7 has to drop down the river and go fishing. And already lost more than half the hit points, and Loka got the hit point poorly back. Definitely not a good start. Not a good start for Hate by any means, and Loka cheekily got both A and C. So pressure's on Hate right now. And with Rudy now being down to one shot. One more shot would do the job, and will give Loka a substantial hit point pool advantage and also gun advantage. And Hate, it's not looking good at the moment. They're struggling to figure out what to do now. They are pretty much condensed into one pocket, but they need to figure out where to push and get the focus right. I mean, the Ordinary, it's not really heeded the call. I mean, CYC and Krishak's trying to push. It looks quite uncoordinated, with Rudy now dead. Hit points in huge trade for Loka now. They're leading by almost half the hit points. Luki going for Rush Tastic. That was a good kill. And Ben Tastic will be indeed trouble. Loka needs to start clearing off tanks, but with Atheris also now dead, in a Vegas Light, probably died near the spawn, which is not a good position to die. Should have helped those tanks trying to rush near A. Fantastic's now dead, making it into a 5 vs 5. And Lieutenant is also now dead. Loka looking strong, but Onya pretty much sniping near C. Doesn't even have to come in to support their teammates. I mean, this looks pretty much Loka's game unless Loka did something horribly wrong. I don't think that will be the case. Unitastic for that missed shell here. Krishak looking to put shots into Unitastic. First shell in, second shell also in. Unitastic kills off Krishak. But Loka has to be really careful here. I don't think they need to now. Unitastic is now dead, but that's not the main point. The main point is that Loka has 2 caps, Fantastic also killed a tank, and you have Luki and also CYCU being one-shots. CYCU now dead, Luki now a one-shot. I think will be killed by Fantastic, and will it be the case? It will be the case. Loka, 1-0. Okay. Yep, Loka, pretty solid performance, I think, pretty much expected from them. 5 times 3 more in 2K, map control really good, I think, got the tempo controlled as well. Hate didn't really, couldn't respond to what Loka was doing, and in particular, Atheris should have done a bit more in that Vicus Light. Bit weird to see that tank being out so soon and also doing not a lot of damage. They have to be a little bit more flexible with that because Light and Hates in the Camsteer on Camsteer they need to find the mojo. Don't think they have found one here. They're looking pretty off right now, and Loka just made Hates like a random team in tournaments, and I believe Hate is better than this. So I hope we can see Hate is going to do a lot better here because they're choosing the tanks that I think would make more sense. Double I7 and quintuple M60Os. I'm not sure why they dropped that Vicus Light though. I think it's very crucial in getting the spots up, and Camsteer is such a big map and also an undulating map. You really want that Vicus Light to get the information for you. Not sure where they're taking these tanks would be a good idea in my opinion. Without a Vicus Light, not sure omitting a Vicus Light would be a good idea, but Loka, 2 Vicus Lights, I like to see that big stuff. With those tanks, Yasuotastic in that E4, Unitastic, Ventastic, Double IS7, Wolftastic in the Death Star, and Weshtastic in the U100. I mean, Loka just not taking it too seriously. They're going with a little bit of a random choice with their tanks. Will it work or will it backfire? We'll find out soon. But Loka with a lot more tournament experience, they should be able to carry this through without really going deep with the strategies they prepared here, especially when it's streamed live. You don't want to expose your tactics too soon. Loka pretty much saving the strategies for the future. Loka this time going for some attention to see. Oh, I think Hate is actually going for a big push. Unitastic might be in deep trouble, but I mean, let's follow Wolftastic in the Death Star. Oh no! That was not a good shot into Rudavi, and Rudavi actually bounced 2 shots. Oh my lord. Unitastic ran away pretty quickly, but I think Fantastic is going to be in deep trouble. And Loka doesn't have the hit point 40 at the moment. Hates this push could actually work out. And we will see if Loka is able to put it back, but they have to group up nicely. Fantastic's going to be a goner soon. And some shot bounces, double bounces happening. Fantastic's now dead. And it's actually now 6 versus 7 Hate. Pushing really well at the start. And I don't think Loka was expecting that. But Loka regrouped very quickly. So despite Hate taking a tank out and sharing some good hit points, I think they had a good start. But it's not, I mean, the game doesn't end here. Loka still has to do well, but Unitastic taking a hit there. Not a good start for Loka. In fact, Hate's actually doing more damage than Loka is doing at the moment. And hit points in huge favor of Hate right now. Oh, Wolftastic, that was brutal. Into Rudy, killing off that IS7 here. Hit points still in favor of Hate, but they are just only leading by around 1,000. Hate needs to get that push in. They need to focus fire. They need to be decisive. If they hesitate longer, their star Wolftastic will do more damage. I mean, look at that. Big shot into Krishak. Meaning, Loka is now very close in hit points. Unitastic is now down to a one-shot here. And could be taken out by Luki. It is going to be the case. But Loka has to hit point pull it back. Oh, Lieutenant on fire temporarily. And that shot by Wolftastic. Wolftastic definitely doing a lot of amazing stuff in that Death Star. Big shots coming in from Wolftastic, and Hate would not be happy. Another big shot into CYCU. Those big guns from Loka doing all they could to shut down Hate. And Hate, despite that brilliant first push, they kind of stopped and didn't really know how to follow through from that. Krishak now down, Lieutenant now down. Loka managed to make a big comeback here, despite under more than 2,000 hit points of deficit. Hate would have to figure out what they have done really wrong here, because they should have capitalized on that hit point pool advantage. The Ordinary is now dead. CYC is the last person standing. And now, Fantastic is not going to be the one doing the job. It's Fantastic, and here we go. 2-0 for Loka, and Hate, despite a big push at the beginning, killing off Fantastic at the start, isn't enough. They didn't quite follow through next, and that came back and haunted them hard, especially when they were hesitating in which time they should go next. I mean, I don't know why they would hesitate that long. I would have gone for B straight away, and I mean, that Death Star takes a really long time to reload, and if you keep on hesitating, if you keep on procrastinating, Death Star can put in a lot of shells, and you can see Death Star once again. Let's go back and see how much damage that Death Star did. 3,920. I mean, 2 of 3 shots. I mean, a lot of them are really big shots. The moment you hesitate, the moment you will get hashed by the Death Star. So never do that again. Don't hesitate when you have that big advantage. Keep on plowing through. But credits to to Loka though. They have regrouped very quickly, and they only lost 1 tank. They could have lost 2 in fact. And I mean, that goes on to show how experienced Loka is when it comes to these kind of situations where they got rushed. And if it were the CIS team, if it were Mercy, I believe it would have been easily that team to win, in my opinion. But the end, Hate didn't win. Zenith 2-0 against Vale number 2, and they're going to be playing against Hate on Fort Despair. Can they get their revenge? We'll find out soon. Okay, next. Okay, now we also have BPS versus TTT. They're still playing. Chai Raiders beat TRNMT 2-0, and they are through to the lower bracket final, and that's Group 1 for you. And next we have Group 3 with ASP versus Vale's first team. Oh dear. They've beaten Vale's first team 2-0. What has oh my lord. What is going on with Vale's first team tonight? They already out. They are already out. No way. No way is this happening. How about Vale's second team against Hesios? Vale's second team are through to 1. I believe this remains the only chance for Vale to come close to the top 8. But that first team already out. It is going to be a big. It's going to be big. Alright, so Group 5, Demo against Next Generation. It ends 2-0 for demo, it is IS7 more viable than IS4? No, I still think IS4 has better armor and slightly better guns as well. So IS4 all the way for me. Group 6, we have Immortal second team versus HSOP. HSOP are out 2-1. Oh lord, definitely will be adding Immortal second team to the power rating, I believe, after tonight. Group 7, we have this versus Dragons. It's going to be Dragons winning 2-0 against this. Group 8, we have Red Team's first team against TAT. And it's a close one. Red Team 2-1 against TAT. And finally, Group 9, IOS versus Quick. And it's going to be IOS winning Quick 2-0. Oh, we have 20 seconds left to go. So we caught up. That's good. Zenith going for an interesting, pretty much a typical setup for this rare to what I expect. A lot of heavily armored tanks, triple IS4 with double bows, double M60. Hate's going for the same setup as last time, double IS7, quintuple M60s. But against Loka, they looked pretty. They looked pretty lackluster. And to an even bigger extent, a bit inept. I'm sorry to use that word, but that was kind of the word I would like to use. But I hope they're going to change it. It's going to be a lot different here, because last time round, Hate won against Zenith 2-1, so they must be doing something right. But it's going to be a really close one, so let's find out soon what's going to happen. Zenith, Red Team, on the North Spawn going mostly to AB, and Hate, Blue Team, South Spawn also going mostly to AB. Let's look at Lieutenant. In that ISM, will he be able to swap this? Game is rigged on Matthew here. Oh, he's going to put a great shot there. Oh, it's a bounce. This game is rigged. Angle just quickly enough, just in time, allowing Squid to squeeze through and not take any hits. We're looking at Zenith. They are getting aggressive. Hate is all about defending now. Zenith, can they wrap this up? They have the hit point put advantage. They just need to get that focus fire right. Especially we're looking at this corner here. They need to find the right target. Ukraini is now under the focus of Zenith. They have to keep that up. CYC is now dead. So in the middle side, they're also doing fine. And in the corner, they're taking a bit long. They have the numerical advantage here, and it's now dead. Squid's now dead. Ukraini is now dead. And I think the focus is now on to fly past. This has to send it into Anarchy here. Atheris is now going to be the next focus for Zenith. I think will be taken out by this game is ranked soon. It's 5 versus 5 hit points, quite close. And Atheris is now dead, and we're now seeing 5 versus 4. Hate is now struggling. And they're now looking for Yeetabix. They've come a really long way to go for that. Wasn't even bothered to take out this game is rate, which I think is it's a good call. But is it going to make the difference? Yeetabix is rammed to death by the Ordinary, and before Yeetabix was killed, was able to clear out Luki here. And it's now going to be a 4 versus 3. Hit points still in here, trading for Zenith. The Ordinary is now dead. Stay Calm is also now taken out. And we are now seeing Rudavi going to be next focus for Zenith, I suppose. Chiapo will be the focus for Hate. Great first shell into Rudavi. Second shell into Rudavi as well. Not sure why Rudavi turned his turret to allow Chiapo to penetrate shots more easily. And that leaves Lieutenant the last person standing. I mean, looking at the scoreboard, I need to change it up. So let's get it right here. Lieutenant's going to go down now. Lieutenant kills off Chiapo. And that leaves 2 versus 1. Lieutenant's now down. A great first win to Zenith. And that's for Hate. I think better performance as against Loka. Believe that I don't know. Should they kill off that mouse? Should they deal with that mouse? I think it was controversial. I mean, yes, ignore the mouse, but when they do that, they went out in the open and Zenith just got the crossfire, and that mouse just kind of rotated very quickly to support the teammates. So in the end, if I were hate, I would have gone for the mouse, to be honest with you. Despite that, I mean, that was a bit counterintuitive, but I would have gone for the mouse, to be honest with you. No, you won't get anything from watching this. And Zenith 5 tanks in 1-2k, Hate only 3 tanks in 1-2k, and now we're going to the second match on Fort Despair. Okay, now on the second match on Fort Despair, Zenith looking strong here. Seeing Yeetabix, Flybox, and Trash and Triple IS4, Chieftain will be played by This Game is Rigged, otherwise known as Matthew, Stay Calm and Chiapo, Double M60, Hate, Double I7 by Rudavi, a Lieutenant, The Ordinary, CYCU, Krishak, and Luki, Quadruple M60. They're changing up a little bit, as there is now change into Chieftain. We'll see if it works, but Zenith, that mouse play worked out in the end. I think Zenith has the better lineup. But for me, I would have only preferred it to be on Fort Despair, and maybe on some other maps like New Bay and also Dynasty's Pearl, but pretty much not other maps. And the Chieftain, pretty much local to this map because of the slope near B. Not a new meta, but Chieftain can work really well held down there. Previously, that position would be taken by the E3, but E3 doesn't have lots of hit points, so Chieftain would do better now there. And we're now seeing both teams once again committing their forces over to A. And this time, Lieutenant not going to the platform to get spots up, and Rudavi and Lieutenant going straight to B. Theris looked held down there as well. Squid not taking any hits, so that's a good start for him. And let's look at the game is rigged. I would have looked the other way, not the B side. Would have been a little bit terrible. Would have taken a bit of a damage and punishment if the M60 as well could. For this game is rigged, could have been tragic. But we are now seeing Hate just punching through into Zenith's forces. It seems it's working. Zenith needs to shield the teammates, but I don't think it's working at the moment. Zenith is falling apart a little bit. It seems Hate is doing better in this one. And Zenith, they need to get a focus fire in. Do they go for Luki or do they go for Krishak? They have to decide now. The middle area is now falling under the hands of Hate. They lost, they killed off Luki, but they're going to lose Stay Calm, and potentially this game is rigged very soon. Hitpoints are now neck and neck. This is now Doc's dinner, and this game is rigged. 2 versus 1 against that Atheris, but Squid could be in the way of that Chieftain, and this game is rigged. It's now dead. Atheris finally dead, but Chiapo is going to be next tank down for Zenith, and Zenith now only 3 tanks compared to 5, and Trash with that terrible bounce onto Lieutenant. This looks pretty good for Hate at the moment here. They need to kill off Krishak. Oh, that was not a good bounce from Yeetabix. That was painful. And Squid finally kills a Krishak, but Trash would definitely be taken out by Hate's forces, bringing it to 2 vs 4. And this is certainly going to be Hate's game now. And oh no, another bounce. They have to stop bouncing shots. Oh dear. Zenith is going on tilt at this point. They've bounced twice on Rudavi. Would have been a dead man right now had it not for the bounces. And finally they've taken out Rudavi, but they're going to lose Squid very quickly now. And Hate, that push worked in the end, and that was good focus fire as well. And Zenith, they need to tidy up their bounces. Those bounces cost them the game, I have to say. Especially when we're talking about a brawl situation and you don't really want to get those bounces to the other team. Good that you're bouncing something for yourself. If you're bouncing the other team's tanks, then it's a totally different story. And Zenith, I don't think there was any big major mistakes here. But 4 tanks doing more than 2k and Hate, 4 tanks doing more than 2k as well. I think it was really close in the end. Zenith, they need to be really mindful. First, hit point pool sharing. I think the quarter they lost 1 tank, and those tanks struggling to shield that low hit point pool target. Although the low hit point pool target moved backwards, the tanks in front of that couldn't really quite shield. So that's one problem. Second problem, those balances, if they could tidy that up, it would have been a lot closer. We are now on to tiebreaker on Faust. Zenith versus Hate. So it's now 1-1. Okay, 30 seconds left to go. Hate sticking with the lineup that won the game the last match. Zenith changing up, now going for a triple crown bargain, double 1-3 and double M6. They're dropping the mouse. Faust might not be the best bet for mouse because it's kind of open. And there are not a lot of enclosed area, although you can work the mouse out, but you have to be really careful. You have to bait the enemy to those closed positions, and it will be hard. So I understand that they are not taking any mouse at all, and we're going to find out soon what's going to happen here. And here we go. Faust. Match point is either Hate or Zenith taking home this victory. Hate. Can they do it? We'll find out soon. And I mean, this score line is not correct. I'm not sure why it's not changed here. I mean, oh yes, because I said Zenith, not Zenith 1. So hopefully that will show up now correctly. Hopefully, I'm sorry that it was not correct in the last 2. So hopefully now it's going to show up nicely. And Flybox going to get D. But already Hate's got 2 caps. This is going to be important. I forgot. So okay, Q. For a moment, I thought it was Minecraft controls. That shift is up and spacebar is down. No, it's not. Easervic's a very interesting position. In that area, it has to hold it well. It's going to be really tough. And if Hate manages to push, but I think they can't really because they Zenith has tanks to address that. This should show up nicely now. It is showing up nicely. Although you aren't seeing the logos, which I apologize. A is going to be captured soon by This Game is Rigged and also Trash. And they will have 1 tank away from flipping the cap points. So both A and D are now captured with B and C, captured first by Hate. They're going for D. Hate is going for D. This is going to be important. Will they get D? Oh, Eaterbix might be in trouble. I mean, that's for Eaterbix at the moment. He has made a move to rush onto Atheris. Bold move. But Atheris has higher DPM. But both tanks have retreated. On the other hand, not sure what Squid was doing here. Already taken out. Hit points in huge frame of Hate at the moment. And this is looking like to be Hate a game here. And they have killed off Lukey as well. Stay Calm is now dead. But Hate is leading by so many hit points here. With Eaterbix now dead on fire. Oh, not a good situation that Eaterbix would like to be in. 4 tanks versus 6. CYCU is now dead. And Fly Boss. It's now the next focus for Hate. The Lieutenant ramming into Fly Bars and will be letting that blow onto Fly Bars. Trash is going to be next tank down. Great job to Hate. That was more dominant performance by Hate. Trash is going to be next tank down. Focus Fire is better. Theris is now down to a 2-shot. This game is rated still very healthy, but GG's to both teams. Theris is now dead. And this game is rigged. Still hanging on. Will be pushed by 3 tanks, no 5 tanks. You have 2 more tanks coming from behind potentially, maybe just 1 only, and it's now down to 1 shot. Can he land a shell into the ordinary? Yes, but just only a consolation prize for Hate. That was really dominant. I think Zenith, I think it was a bit ill-timed, that push near the corner. They sacrificed Squid like that. I think that was pretty weird considering considering that one. I mean, Eaterbix did fine at the start of that Crown Varg. I'm not sure how he got caught fire, just vanished out in thin air, and Hate dominated the end. Just by the time Zenith made a move, just immediately Hate got a substantial hit point pool lead. We're now into Desert Sands. Loka once again meeting Hate. Last time round, Loka, I have to say, thrashing Hate 2-0. Will Hate pick up that performance? They did well in the last performance. Can they bring it over to here and make it closer this time? I'm sure they would like to bring it closer to this time. Loka would not want to underestimate Hate here, and but Zenith, I think they are out now. Not sure their chances in the top 16, though we have to update that. We'll also include Hate in the leaderboard, but I'm not sure if I have enough time for that. But let's go and look at the results. BPS have beaten TTT 2-1. TTT did well tonight so far. And TTT against Chai Raiders. How did it end? They're still playing. I say it could head into tiebreaker or maybe not. Loka, we know what's going on. Group 3, we have Retty's second team qualifying to tomorrow's games, beating Cash 2-1. They will face ASP next, whereby ASP knocked out Cash. And ASP beats Cash 2-0. Well done to ASP here. Group 4, we have Raid winning against Tessios. Vale, second team, beating Tessios 2-0. remains the only Vale team left, and they will bring Vale quite a lot of clubs to keep their hopes in the top 8 afloat, I have to say. But it's going to be difficult now that the first team is out. They should be really thankful to the second team though, but it's the result they really need though. I have to double check. Raid 2-0 against Tessios. Yes, it is the case. Group 5 endgame qualified 2-1 against Rackham, and Demo obviously still playing against Rackham. Next we have Rep 3 against APA. APA won 2-0 against Rep 3. Meanwhile, Rep 3 still playing against Immortals second team. Could go to a tiebreaker here. And then we have Group 7 Jones versus Sparta. 2-0. And Sparta have won Dragons 2-0, and they are through to tomorrow's games, which I'm really happy about. Group 8, we have Astra versus Phoenix first team. And it's going to be Phoenix beating Astra 2-1. And Astra still playing against Red Tate's first team. Yes, they are still playing. Finally, Group 9, Immortals first team. Still, well, I mean, they lost to A1N102, beat IOS 2-0. So they are through to the grand final. Congratulations to A1N1. I mean, that kind of performance would pretty much put them to top 8 now. I mean, Immortals also quite solid in the top 8, and yeah, we're on Descent. Loka still going a little bit unorthodox with the setup, double projectiles, quadruple IS-7, and a Chinese TD WZ13GFT. Meanwhile, Hate going for similar lineup except Asterisk this time changing into the SB1 instead of a Chieftain. Oh, fantastic. Is not happy about Lieutenant being his fan. There we go. Loka versus Hated. And we are getting the scoreboard right. So the scoreboard above is correct. Sorry for the blip in the for the gaff in the last one in the lower bracket final. We got it right now. Loka, red team on the north spawn going for A or B or I don't know. Loka. Oh, I don't think that shot actually went anywhere. Loka just quickly going down the bridge. Oh, they're just pushing through quickly. Oh wow. Well, this is interesting. And already, Asterisk is the first tank down. I feel so sorry for Asterisk, but Loka just quickly pushed through. I mean, no mercy at all. They just want to finish the game quickly and have some good dinner. Lieutenant's probably next time down. I mean, the focus fire discipline from Locus is shining through. Youth Task's now really low. I mean, Locus not even bothering trying to shield. I mean, Hate's already lost 2 tanks and Locus still not able to, still not losing a tank. They lost 1 tank now, Wolftastic, but already Wolftastic, Loka leading by almost 3,000 hit points. Ukradny is now dead, and we are now seeing Loka. 2 tanks still full hit points. We're looking at Wolftastic pretty much at the back. Oh, Luki is now dead. Still reloading. We'll be putting a great shell. Oh, I don't think it hit, isn't it? I don't think it hit. I think it tracked. I hate the sleeping team. I mean, the I7 side armor can be quite trollish, as you can see. Sabotastic bouncing onto I hate the sleeping team. Fantastic's now dead. 5 versus 3 currently, with I hate the sleeping team now dead. Oh, Weshtastic. Oh, not sure what happened to him this game. A lot of bounces and misses coming from him. Maybe the WC is just a bit too inaccurate for that, but we never know. The Ordinary dead. Loka 1-0 in such a quick fashion. And here we go, Loka. 6 tanks doing more than 2k, hates. Only 1 tank doing more than 2k, but you got a few for Atheris and Lieutenant. Getting pushed very quick at the start, and Hate wasn't even there. Yeah, the main forces aren't even there, and they already lost 2 tanks. And how unfortunate you could be in this situation, and Loka just... I'm not sure if they know what Hate is doing. I'm not sure if it's just Hate being too predictable, but Loka just plowing through comfortably, and by the time they got 2 tanks out of the way, they are leading by a substantial margin. And if it continues like that, this is going to be the first match that is going to end. And we know that Loka and Hate are through to tomorrow's games, but we'll find out soon what's going to happen in this one. And Loka doing triple Sheridans, double I7, double Death Star. Is this going to pay off, or is this going to backfire? But I know it's not going to be. There's not going to be a lot at stake, because Loka through to tomorrow. I mean, winning this match will only grant you around like 100-200 more cubs, and that's kind of minimal considering qualifying to tomorrow's stages is a lot more important than that. So what Loka is trying to do here is just trying to relax. Practice, focus, fire. That's what I like to say when teams are not taking it very seriously. And Hate are changing up with Lieutenant changing to Force. Quite a weird choice here. I'm not sure if it's going to work, especially when Descent is such an undulated map. That Force can be a problem for him. And we're actually changing the Gorilla. Well, interesting. I'm not sure what to expect from this, to be honest with you, but match point to Loka.
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, let's head up high, shall we? Loka, red team on the south spawn, with the Sheridans going to get spots up. I have to be really careful, but they are very mobile though. Were they able to put a lot of shots into the M6Os? Receives a hit, one of the Sheridans bounds, and that's second Sheridan. I believe also missed that. I think it was instead a Gorilla 15 that got a shot in. I don't think there's a shot anyhow. But let's go and watch Wolftastic here. Hello Layla, I'm doing really good. How about you? Hopefully you're doing fine. Unitastic taking a hit. Oh, my lieutenant. Oh, in that push. I'm really not sure what he tried to achieve here. Force is no heavy tank. Does not have armor. Does not have turret at all. Might have a bit of armor, but only frontally. Oh, fantastic to a big hit, but Luki is now dead. And Loka just once again getting really aggressive. But they don't have the hit point advantage. Hate needs to capitalize on that. And Force, Lieutenant is just running around and already taken out. I wonder how much damage he did in this one. And the Ordinary is killed by Fantastic. And that Sarah is now dead by fire. And it's now 7 versus 3. Hate. Not really looking good here. I've been separated 2 flanks. I mean, I would have kind of, you know, focused on just one. And I think going for A would be it was a better choice than going for the middle, because middle you will get shot by those TDs of Loka. But even that, you must not hesitate. That TDs is there to be the failure factor and stop you from being decisive. And with now Ukratny now dead, Loka still has 7 tanks alive, despite using this kind of setup, which is unusual. They got a win, but I do have to really question whether taking a Force is really worth it for Hates. Because it struggles a lot in this terrain. It's too undulated, and it has got no turret. I don't know how you could work with a lot of terrain like that. And I mean, Loka, Wolftastic didn't do a lot. Westtastic did a lot in that Gorilla 15. I mean, also capitalizing on the Hate being quite hesitant as well. They took good positions. They took alright positions at the back. I mean, that was quite usual in the TD. Didn't really do what Lieutenant was doing, but Force, I don't think that was a viable one. I'm sorry about this, but I think he will be better off in an M6U, to be honest with you. But looking at this, Loka, 5 tanks did more than 2k, and none of the tanks of Hate did more than 2k, and Loka tonight was just pretty much having a nice piece of cake, and hopefully they enjoyed tonight, and that was good training for them, I would say. Hates, they have to do a lot better here. Think they have to pretty much not fluster too much when they are facing really good teams, because against good teams, they're not like what they were against Zenith. They were a lot more decisive, and they focused a lot better there, concentrate a lot better there. And against Loka, they were just like, I don't know what, I'm like, they were very nervous. We can see that, and I really hope Hate they need. I mean, maybe this is also about experience and also facing against the top teams. It seem to be very faced, and they need to train on that. I have to say, they need to keep working on that. And I like against Zenith, they did well with their decision making and also how they push. I mean, they push a lot better. They discovered the position to push a lot better. They realized which tanks are more isolated. But against Loka, they didn't look like they looked very off. Yeah, I mean that happens to a lot of relatively new clans. It's all about, you know, experience and your mentality in such against those big clans. It's easy to get really nervous, and it will take time. Don't worry. That happened tonight. It was quite a thrashing from Loka. I'm saying hate can still improve a lot, but they first need to get the nerfs, because I think that affected them a lot here. And certainly, I don't think if they watch the stream back, I don't think they would. I don't think they would take a Forge, because it looks certainly a weird choice considering what Lieutenant was doing there. Would not have gone for that. Definitely would have been a terrible choice, but here we go. 2-0 for Loka, and our match has ended. Our group has group finished. And tomorrow, I think we will see a lot of amazing games once again. And you should sleep rather late. It's really late in your time. Oh, Chai Raiders knocked out TTT. Wow, that was not something that I expect. TTT are knocked out officially, and they lost to Chai Raiders 1-2. They still playing against BPS. Next we have, we know Group 2 finished. Group 3, Red T second team against ASP. And it finishes 2-1 for Red Tees. Well, we know that. And ASP, we know what's going on. They're still playing though, so we don't know the result yet. Raid versus Vale's second team. Do they stand a chance though? They've beaten Vale's second team 2-0. Oh, great to hear that, Layla. Oh, have a good break, Layla. Good to hear that you have a work break. Oh, that's always nice to know, and it's good to relax. Oh, waiting for your cup noodle to cook. Oh, I haven't had a cup noodle for a really long time. I mean, here we call it pot noodle, and I know that it's probably not the nicest thing to have, but enjoy a cup noodle too. And now, Group 5, Rackham versus Demo. Ah, they've beaten Demo 2-0, and they're still playing against Endgame. And if it continues like that, actually Rackham might have a chance in the top 8. You never know, but Vale definitely disappointed tonight. Not sure what has happened there, because it feels really strange that they got knocked out in the first round already. Group 6, we have Red 3 versus Immortal second team. And Red 3 won against lost to Red Red 3 won against Immortal second team 2-1. And how about Immortal second team? Oh no, have I missed anything? They lost to APA 0-2. Red 3 won against Immortal second team 2-1. And then we have Group 7. Jones versus Sparta, and it's going to be upset alert. Sparta 2-1 against Jones. Well, that was a big upset, I have to say. I'm not seeing this coming. So it was also going to be a big deal for Jones because it's not I mean, both teams are through for tomorrow, and Sparta will only earn like around 200 cups more. So focus is on tomorrow, and despite winning Jones in the grand final, it's not going to change that much in the leaderboard, I have to say. Otherwise, Group 8, Retty are through. Congratulations, 2-0 against Astra. They got their revenge, and Retty's first team got me for a little bit, but it got there in the end. Okay, so let's go back to, I just forgot, Rectum. Group 8, we have Astra versus Retty. I mean, they're still playing. I mean, we know. Oh! Retty's first team beat Phoenix 2-0. Maybe the Retty we know are back. It's just the beginning though. There's still a lot to work on. Retty, but I think they will increase their their power rating points tonight. Could overtake Vale, I think. Group 9. Immortals versus A1M1 is still playing. Great, let's update everything here, and let's find out also the leaderboard. Okay, let's begin with. Okay, so Group 2 we have, Group 1 we have UPS and China Raiders. TTT are out for the second time, I believe. No, they got into the third day on the first time in the first previous goes tournament. And Group 2, the Loka are here. Just going to include Hate in this as well. I have to check their results though. On the first and on the first day. Yep, they got second.
I don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands.
Yep, we will find out ASP and Retty soon.
Try to find what's right in a distant place. So far away.
Group 4, we know Raid are through.
With empty space, but now I'm sure of where I'll go from here.
And what about Vale's second team yesterday? They actually won the group. Group 5 with a Rackham. And Endgame still playing. And Group 6 APA 1 against Rap 3. Group 8, Red Teeth versus Phoenix. No quick car out. Yeah, it's all about qualifying to tomorrow's game. So Vale's first team, not sure what happened there. They just touched wood. But the second team's going to bring them quite a lot of cups, so we will find out. Hello, Final 8, how are you doing?
I've got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore. I've got my sights
Okay, now I will be adding hate to this, and I will need their clan logo. So if anyone from hate is watching this stream, send me a clan logo. That would be brilliant. Okay, the leaderboard is as follows. I don't think Hated has appeared in the top 20 yet, but they could potentially overtake some of the clans here. But top 20. Now you're seeing Loka, Endgame, BPS, Jones, Immortals, Raid, Vale, APA, and A1M1. And now that's in the top 8. APA and A1M1 tied in cups. We might see A1M1 overtaking APA, depending on the results, and Vale. After to tomorrow, that's good news for them. At least they might still be able to stay in the top 8. But if they have not sent a second team, they actually would drop to maybe even the 12th place. That could have been a big one. And then we have Rackham, Phoenix, TDT, ASP, Rap 3, Sparta, Quick, Cash, Debo, Retty, and HSOP. We know Debo is out, Cash is out, I believe. Quick is in. Quick is out. Sparta is in. Retty is in, so Retty will potentially overtake these clans to get into the top 16. Rap 3 still in, ASP still in, TTT are out. So because you earn around like 600 cups here, that means if Red Team advances to the next stage, they could potentially overtake TTT. But But Quick, Cash, and Leaderboard all didn't qualify tomorrow, so they won't be able to overtake TTT for now. I believe TTT is safe in the top 16, and Phoenix are through obviously, but TTT they have problem. I have to say, they need to be really careful the next two Shooter Skill tournaments. If they did not qualify again, I might have to say they might have a big problem securing a spot in the top 16. But who would have thought Rap 3, the likes of Rap 3 would be here, and I don't know. Don't know what to say. The top 8's actually looking to be really competitive. Rackham and Phoenix have a chance. I think they genuinely have a chance. I don't think Ratty has a chance now that they didn't qualify last time, but they will be good party spoiler for me, and if they qualify to the challenges, then I think they are contenders. But for now, would Vale be able to retain that spot in top 8? That will be interesting, and all hopes will be on the Vale's second team, which Fujit will be playing tomorrow. So let's see how far they can go. But all hope is on them now. Vale's first team. Not sure what happened tonight. It looks really interesting. It looks unbelievable. I really don't know what to make of this, to be honest with you. Okay, so okay, let me go back to see the results of every single group. Okay, let's go back to BPS versus Tri Raiders, and it's going to be 2-0 for BPS. Congratulations to BPS here. Next we have Group 3, Red Sea second team against ASP, and it ends ASP 2-1 against Red Sea second team. Well done there. Group 4, we know. Group 5, I heard that it's endgame 2-1 against Raccoon. Just going to double confirm that. It is going to be 2-1 for endgame. Congratulations. And then we have Group 6. We know what's going to what the result was. The group that I think we all anticipate would be Group 9. Oh. Good, thank you, Stan. I hope you're doing good as well. They've beaten A1M1 2-1 despite losing them 0-2 in the previous one, so Immortals will take home the first place tonight. Well done there. So we got the results. So finally, A1M1 would not get the first place. It will be Immortals instead. And then scrolling upwards. Endgame versus Rackham. No, Endgame got it. And then BPS got it. Get market now. ASP got it. Well done to ASP here. And yes. Let's generate the table and the brackets once again. And there we go. No, that was not the right one. here we go. We got everything here now, so hopefully it's looking, it's correct. I hope everything is now correct. But yes, looking at the final table, A1A1 would not overtake Vale tonight. They will be stuck in the 8th place, not able to best Immortals. Immortals are now in the 4th place, but Endgame, Loka, BPS tied in the 1st place. And I think they are pretty sure of qualifying, though. I don't think there will be any surprises. Jones, Raid, I mean, the top 8 looks pretty solid for me. And Redcom, Phoenix, ASP, TDT, Rap 3, Sparta, Quick Cash and Devo. I think Retty will get into top 16 and pushing Quick Cash and Devo out of top 16. HSOP, the 20th place. And let's find out the number of cups that Hate has, because Hate is now in the top in tomorrow's games. Hate has 16,282 cups. Because they qualify tomorrow, they will get around 600 more. That will put them close to the number of cups that HSOP and Retty. And in fact, if I actually give cups to Hate, what's going to happen now? So you will see them coming in. So let's actually do that. That's because I haven't updated. I haven't given Endgame the 1st place yet on my leaderboard. When you were seeing the stream, it is now. So, I mean, Hate. Here we go. Hate. After tonight's qualification, they will be in the 20th place. If they can get further than that, they will go further up. They will overtake Quick Cash and Demo, but no, they will not. They will not overtake Retty tonight and Quick Cash and Demo, but they will be in the leaderboard now, on my leaderboard. So this is it. This has been me, One's Helper, and I hope you enjoyed my stream. I think it was a fun evening. Loka pretty much dominated this group comfortably. So Fujis is in the 2nd team, not the main team. Main team is composed of Elysium and Co. So 2nd team, as from what I know, they haven't trained. They haven't even trained. The 1st team definitely trained a lot. I'm not sure what happened. Is it that they don't have enough people? Because if it is the case, then it's quite worrying. And here we are. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow, and there will be some more streamers coming in, like Rolling Swarm will be following tomorrow on the EU server. And for me, for now, goodbye and see you on the Asia server. And for the NA server, we will have 34 and Robert streaming, and hopefully Fishy will be allocated a team, and let's hope Wargaming has done something after I've included a link. But here we go. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.